Christ in people. Proverbs 27:17 is a very famous verse. Maybe you guys have heard this. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. So we see sharpening is not fun, it's not easy, it's not light work. It is hard. It hurts, you know. I'm pretty sure that pencil sharpener don't like it when it goes in the sharpener, but it's gotta happen, you know? So this is what we're talking about. Iron sharpening iron, friendships, and all relationships sharpening one another. In all of our relationships, Christ is our role model. I don't care if you're 14, I don't care if you're 44, I don't care if you're 80, I don't care if you're a guy, if you're a girl, it doesn't matter. Christ is the role model in all of our relationships. And all of these relationships boil down to one thing. Can anybody guess what it is? Not sanctification, but something else. What is today? Valentine's Day, what are we talking about? Love. Good. All relationships boil down to one thing, and that is love. We throw around this word, hear me out guys, we throw around this word love like it is like the most useless word ever. Like I say, I don't know, I try not to say, but I'm sure you have friends who say, oh, love you, I love you. Like you would order like a McChicken with fries in the McDonald's drive-thru. Like, oh, I love you, I love you. But like nobody means it nowadays. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about because like I have been on the giving end of saying, oh, I love you, and not mean it. And I have been on the receiving end, just like I'm sure all of you guys have been. And so it holds no meaning. It holds no weight nowadays. We've lost the original meaning of the word that God intended for it to have. And we let the world actually redefine it. And we have decided, you know what? The world's definition is better than God's definition. Listen closely to me, pay attention. God chose to reveal himself to us through the Bible, through his word. So words have a very special place in God's heart. It's not these things that we get to, make up or have our own definition of. Words have a special place in God's heart. Think about this. He could have revealed himself through anything on this earth to talk to you, for you to get to know who he is. And he chose to use language and words that your human mind would understand. But the world has distorted the meaning of words everywhere. You could think about love that we're talking about. You could think about the word father. People don't think about father being good, about being kind, about being loving, about being present. You could use a bunch of that. Discipline. People think discipline is a horrible thing, that it hurts all the time, that it's bad for you, that it's only meant to harm you. See, all of these words are just examples of things that have been distorted from its original purpose. But today, we're talking about love. And I just have here a few definitions listed. This came from a list of 13, so there's definitely more definitions of what the world would define love by. And I just want to point out, in all of these, there's 6 points here. In all of these, I asked the people who made the slides to highlight a few words. Number 1, a feeling that leads to a person to desire what appears beautiful, worthy, or grandiose to them. 2, great affection that unites one person to another or to a thing and is often accompanied by friendship. 3, ardent or passionate feeling of one person for another, which manifests in the form of physical attraction. 4, romantic relationship or adventure, affair, dating. 5, the sexual act, like they made love all the time. 6, tendency or instinct that results in physical and natural attraction between other animal species. These are all definitions that could be applied today for different categories. I saw another one that was like, a shared compassion. It gave me a definition for like religious people, right? Google. It was like a shared compassion for people in need of something. And so they gave the example, right? We love the orphan, or we love the widow, or we love the homeless person, right? But we don't maybe love them for real. What do you notice about this list here on the screen? These red words in each of these bullet points. All of these, 100% of them, you could do that, and 100% on my other list of the 7 that I didn't put up here, have to do with feelings, emotions, tendencies, sensations,